When the military is being trained, they are given letters, they are given free meals, free accommodation, plus the money for the training they are never meant to pay. Same to the police service, same to NYS. On a daily basis, NYS consumes around between 500 to 1,000 cows, free of charge. Every military person, when he's being trained, consumes 1 cow when they are being trained. Now we want to ask a simple question. Why are students being forced to pay these loans? And furthermore, once these officers are trained from the military, from the police service, from KWS, and from NYS, once they finish their training, they are given letters to get employment opportunities, the jobs. Government gives them jobs, direct plus payments, and they are never followed by any government agency to pay back these monies that that the government used to train them. Why are students, who are the major stakeholders of this economy, are the people who are being followed by the government, by HELB? We want to call upon the president of this country to waive, to write off the HELB loans for the comrades. Number one, Mr. President himself, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, agreed to write off the loans for the KQ. It was in the tune of billions. Loans for the Mumia Sugar Company was written off. Loans for the coffee farmers were written off. Tea farmers were written off. Why not the loans for the students, which is just amounting to around 6.5 billion Kenya shillings?
The responsibility of a state to educate her citizens, and again is the responsibility of the same state to ensure that those citizens get meaningful employment. So I think as members of parliament, we are going to put every step necessary in place to ensure that we quash that decision by the Higher Education Loans Board to publish the names of higher HELB defaulters. We are not going to allow. This country is run by Kenyans themselves, either directly by them or through their legally elected representatives. And we are the Kenyans' legally elected representatives. And as Young Parliamentarians Association, we take it upon ourselves that this country has a duty to ensure that millions or thousands of jobless young people in this country gets employment, and then they will be able to pay their HELB loans. And I want to warn the CEO of Higher Education Loans Board that instead of coming up with this very unpopular directive, let him engage. Let him call for a national workshop with the people who have defaulted paying these HELB loans, for him to understand the reason why they are unable to pay. Those who are employed, they can pay. We have legal avenues on how the government can directly, the employers can deduct their money and they remit the same amount of money to Higher Education Loans Board. But young people who have never been employed, I think putting their names on the newspaper, I think is a wrong move. It's a move which everybody in this country must condemn. We must look for an alternative way of getting this money so that either we get the money and pay on their behalf as government, as parliament, or we get them employment so that they can pay for these loans themselves.